Hey everyone, Boone here from PremiumBeat.com. So today I want to give you a closer look at Blackmagic's URSA Mini Pro 4.6K camera. Now this camera obviously has a ton of cool features, so I'm going to narrow it down to 7 in particular that I think make this camera such a cool option. Alright, let's get started. So the URSA Mini Pro 4.6K uses Cinema DNG RAW and Apple ProRes compressed codecs, and each codec has a variety of quality options. So the supported codecs include Cinema DNG RAW, RAW 3.1, and RAW 4.1. You also have ProRes XQ, 444, HQ, 422, LT, and Proxy. You can record RAW with a compatible CFast card, and you can even choose to record across 2 cards at the same time. You can achieve a maximum of 60 frames per second when you're recording in 4.6K lossless RAW across 2 cards. If you want to shoot at 120 frames per second, you'll need to switch to 2K windowed sensor mode. Now the camera has 2 dynamic range settings, film and video. The film option gives you 15 stops of dynamic range, which gives you an insane amount of play when you're performing a color grade. The video setting is similar to the Rec 709 color standard for high def, so if you're doing any run and gun work that you don't want to color grade, you just want to get it out quickly, this option is great for you. So what I love about this camera is that it's so versatile, and that's due to all the accessories that are available. There's a plethora of equipment you can get from both Blackmagic and third-party companies, so you can really customize the rig to function in any environment. Interchangeable lens mounts allow you to work with EF, PL, B4, and F mount lenses. I'm currently using a run and gun setup as I have Blackmagic's viewfinder and shoulder mount kit here. This is a perfect rig if you're shooting a documentary or if you're a news shooter. I also have a V-mount battery plate allowing me to use industry standard batteries, and for this particular shoot I'm using the Duo C98 batteries from IDX. Other great accessories from Blackmagic include a mini mic mount, the Studio Viewfinder, a mini SSD recorder, video assist, and the HyperDeck Studio Mini. The media cards I'm using on this shoot are from Angelbird Media. The Angelbird makes a match pack kit with 2 CFast cards and SD cards. Now these are specifically made for the URSA Mini Pro, so they're great. I'm also using their CFast card reader to copy the footage over to my external drive. Another feature that makes this camera so versatile are all the connections you'll find on it. Both the top and the bottom of the camera have 1/4-inch mounting ports, so you can hook up accessories such as the shoulder base plate or the top handle. You'll also find 2 XLR ports at the back end of the top. This camera is broadcast ready with 12G SDI in and out ports, as well as a reference and timecode in port. You'll find a 12-volt power input and a headphone jack on the back side of the body. You'll also find 2 ports for using remote controls, which support record, start, and stop, as well as iris and focus control on compatible EF lenses. On the right side of the body, you have a rosette-style mount for the side handle. There's a 3G SDI output for down-converted 1080 HD output, as well as a 12-volt 4-pin XLR connector. So at the back of the camera, you'll find 4 mounting points and a Molex connector behind a small cover for attaching battery plates. So shooting a lot of run and gun scenarios will make you really appreciate quick access to external controls, and this camera has everything you need right on the body. So on the outside of the body you have control over high quality built-in ND filters, all of the camera controls, audio knobs, as well as a few function buttons. You can instantly switch to high frame rate mode with the click of a button. You can quickly turn on peaking, zebras, and other readouts, and view important information directly on the exterior panel. Now the panel is easily visible in bright sunlight, and you can quickly adjust the brightness. The URSA Mini Pro 4.6K has a 4-inch flip-out LCD touchscreen panel, and this is one of my favorite features of the camera. The internal menu is incredibly simple and intuitive, visible in even bright conditions. There's 6 different pages for the menu, all of which are extremely simple to navigate, and again with an intuitive layout. You can navigate between record, monitor, audio, setup, presets, and LUT pages. So you can change any of the camera settings on the panel simply by clicking on them. Double-click on the screen to zoom in, or click on the media cards to see more information and even format them. If you're using green screens and keying things out a lot in your videos, color space is obviously a very important feature of a camera. Now I used to do a lot of chroma key work as an editor, and many times I was working with footage that was captured with 420 color subsampling. Now it can be really hard to get a clean key with this type of footage as you have less color information with which to work. Now the URSA Mini Pro 4.6K can obviously shoot raw lossless, but it can also capture in a lot of flavors of ProRes, including 444 and 422. Now pulling a key from this kind of footage is quite simple. Your key will look a lot nicer and you won't have to struggle with it like you do with the 420 footage. Okay, so there you go. There's a closer look at Blackmagic's URSA Mini Pro 4.6K cinema camera. So some final thoughts. This camera is an absolute workhorse. At my last job, I used to do a lot of broadcast work. We did a lot of multi-cam live events with large crews. we did ENG work, documentary run and gun style stuff, studio work, green screen work. You could put this camera in any of those scenarios and it would fit in perfectly. But I'd love to know what you think. What is your favorite aspect of this camera? Let me know in the comments section. All right, I'll see you next time.